All right, let's just dive right into it. Artificial intelligence. It's literally everywhere right now, right? It is easily the most hyped, debated, and honestly, probably the most misunderstood technological leap of our entire generation. So today, in this explainer, we're going to cut through all the jargon, no sci-fi tropes, no buzzwords. We're going to look at what AI actually is, how the whole thing works under the hood, and where this crazy, breathtaking acceleration is actually taking us. To make sense of all this, here's our roadmap. We'll start by defining artificial intelligence, look at the goals and technical methods, talk about the AI winters, the deep learning boom, the pursuit of AGI, and finally, wrap up with risks and regulation. Okay, let's kick things off with Section 1, Defining Artificial Intelligence, from concept to reality. So the biggest takeaway here is that AI isn't magic. It's fundamentally a massive field of research, a giant intersection of engineering, math, and computer science. The whole goal is just building software and methods that let machines actually perceive their environment and learn from it to take actions. And why do they do that? To maximize their chances of hitting specific, defined goals. We're basically trying to give computational systems the capability to perform tasks that we normally think require a human brain, like reasoning, perceiving, and making actual decisions. And honestly, this isn't some distant, far-off future concept. You are already interacting with this stuff every single day. Every time you use an advanced web search engine, you're using AI. Talking to that virtual assistant on your phone? AI. Riding in a car with autonomous features? That's AI at work too. We've watched it totally crush the most complex human strategy games like chess and Go. And lately, it's just exploded into content generation, making these insanely realistic images, audio, and video out of completely thin air. AI is thoroughly woven into the fabric of our modern lives. Moving right along to Section 2, Goals and Technical Methods, under the hood. Now, there's a really crucial difference between what AI wants to achieve and how it actually gets done. On one side, you have the goals. Researchers want natural language processing so computers can converse, knowledge representation so they can grasp facts, and logic so they can actually reason. But on the flip side, how do they pull that off? Well, they aren't building mechanical brains in jars. They do it with heavy, heavy math. We're talking mathematical optimization, formal logic, operations research, statistics, and artificial neural networks. It's this incredibly beautiful, complex translation of human-like goals into rigorous math, pulling from psychology, linguistics, and even neuroscience. All right, Section 3, the AI winters, cycles of boom and bust. So the field was actually founded way back in 1956 at a Dartmouth workshop, and man, it was initially fueled by some wild optimism. Researchers at the time seriously believed that human-level machine intelligence was just around the corner. But here's the thing, the primitive tech and limited computing power of that era just couldn't cash the checks those sci-fi promises were writing. The bubble totally burst. Funding dried up, interest plummeted, and the whole field plunged into these brutal, prolonged periods of disappointment. We call those periods the AI winters. Which brings us to Section 4, the deep learning boom, the turning point. It's amazing how fast the acceleration gets once we hit a few key milestones. After literally decades of winters, 2012 totally flipped the script. That's when graphics processing units, or GPUs, started being used to accelerate neural networks. Almost overnight, deep learning began outperforming every older AI technique out there. Then, fast forward 5 years to 2017, and we get the transformer architecture. This was a massive breakthrough because it let models process vast amounts of data in parallel at a scale we'd never seen before. And that exact breakthrough is what directly sparked the generative media boom of the 2020s that we are living through right this second.
Next up, Section 5, the pursuit of AGI, the next horizon.
So, with billions of dollars pouring in and literally the smartest minds on the planet working around the clock, we really have to ask ourselves, what's the finish line here? What is the actual end game? The answer is AGI, Artificial General Intelligence. This is the absolute holy grail for heavy hitters like OpenAI, Google DeepMind, and Meta. See, unlike the AI we have today, which is super specialized to just, generate text or drive a car or play chess, AGI would be a theoretical system capable of matching or even exceeding human intelligence across pretty much any cognitive task. It would learn and adapt across totally different domains, exactly like a human being, but at the blistering speed and scale of a machine. Finally, Section 6, Risks and Regulation, the human cost. Because of this warp speed advancement, we are absolutely forced to have some urgent global discussions right now. The concerns are massive. We're talking AI safety and unintended consequences, serious ethical issues around bias, long-term impacts on human employment, and honestly, the severe environmental toll on our energy grids just to run these gigantic models. All of this has triggered a really complex, super necessary push for worldwide AI regulation to put some kind of guardrails on a technology that is moving way, way faster than our laws. Ultimately, as we push further and further away from those AI winters, past deep learning, and look toward that theoretical horizon of AGI, we have to look the potential existential risks of this tech right in the eye. It's a field born from incredible human curiosity and mathematical brilliance, for sure, but it leaves us with one incredibly profound question. As we build machines designed to match our own cognitive power, are we actually prepared for what happens when we finally succeed? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. I really hope this helps clear up what's actually happening behind all those headlines. Keep learning, and I'll catch you next time.